නමෝ තස් භගවතෝ අරහතෝ සම්මා සම්බුද්දස්ස නමෝ තස් භගවතෝ අරහතෝ සම්මා සම්බුද්දස්ස නමෝ තස් භගවතෝ අරහතෝ සම්මා සම්බුද්දස්ස පරවජ්ජානුපස්සිස්ස නිච්ඡං උජ්ජාන සංඤිනෝ ආසවාතස්ස වඩ්ඩන්ති ආරාසෝ ආසවක්ඛයා. Brothers and sisters in the Dhamma, this year we are celebrating 2565th Vesak celebration. Ever since our great teacher passed away into Mahaparinibbana, 2565 years completed on this Vesak day. Last many years we were celebrating Vesak in various manner, freely and happily. But this year we are unable to do so. Ruan Buddhist Society therefore have decided to have simple ceremony, organizing a Dhamma talk to those devoted audience members can participate. The Buddha highlighted යථාපි රහදු ගම්භීරෝ විප්පසන්නෝ අනාවිලෝ එවං ධම්මානි සුත්වාන විප්පසීදන්ති පණ්ඩිතා. Just as the deep ocean very clear, clean and neat and not shaking, in the same way wise person or wise people, after listening the Dhamma, they clear their mind. They benefit by eradicating defilements. So that is what our great teacher told. So following that, the Ruan Buddhist Society Management Committee thought that let them listen the Dhamma on this Dhamma in order to celebrate Vesak this year. So supporting that idea, just now I uttered one stanza. That is from Dhammapada. Paravajjanupassissa nityang ujjhana sanyino asava tassa vaddhanti araso asavakkaya. One who constantly sees the faults of others and is always disparaging them, moral intoxicants increase. He is far from extinction of moral intoxicant. He is far from Nibbana. This is the meaning of that stanza. Paravajjanupassissa. Para is others. Vajja is fault. Anupassissa is looking, always looking. So the person who is always looking the other's fault and nityang ujjhana sanyino, always accusing and abusing the others. Asava tassa vaddhanti. His moral intoxicant increase. So, asavakkya ara. He eradicating the moral intoxicants far away. Another way to say that he is far away from Nibbana. So in our society, where we are living in, there are some people, there are some of our friends, they always like to look fault on others. Sometimes how they wear, how they walk, how they eat, how they talk, they can find faults on all those activities. And after seeing those faults, they also can accuse the others. But that is not their duty. The Buddha mentioned that if someone is in that nature, what he does himself, he increases his moral intoxicants. He increases his mental defilements. As a result, he cannot attain Nibbana. He cannot realize the Dhamma. So, this is the teaching of the Buddha. So, therefore, brothers and sisters, we have to think, if we really want to pay respect to the great teacher, or if we really want to celebrate Vesak, we have to follow this advice, not to see the other's fault with bad intention. And this happened at the time when the Buddha was living in Jetavana monastery. In one occasion, one group of monks approached the Buddha and they complained about one fellow Thera by the name of Ujjhana Sanyi. The Thera Ujjhana Sanyi was always finding fault with and speaking ill of others. The monks reported about him to the Buddha. Buddha then replied to them, monks, if someone finds fault with another so as to teach him in good way, it is not an act of evil and is therefore not to be blamed. But if someone is always finding faults with others and speaking ill of them just out of spite and malice, he will not attain concentration and mental absorption. He will not be able to understand the Dhamma, the truth. The moral intoxicants will increase in him. This is what our great teacher told to the disciples at that time. So, brothers and sisters, over here mentioned that moral intoxicants. When someone finds fault on others, the moral intoxicant will increase. What are these moral intoxicants? There are 4 types of moral intoxicants. Moral intoxicant in Pali called asava. So, there are 4 types of asava. Number 1, kamasava. Kama means pleasure. Asava is something like essence or spirit. Because of we in many life in samsara used to enjoy the sensual pleasure, the spirit of that pleasure is printed in the mind. So, the pleasure through the eye, pleasure through the ear, pleasure through the tongue, pleasure through the nose, pleasure through the body. So, whenever we enjoy, we like it and we attach to it. So, therefore, this attachment or this pleasurable attachment stick to our mind. So, this is called kamasava. Then bhavasava. Bhava is to be born or to become. So, same this pleasure, we want to be again born in another existence or other existence and want to continue the same pleasure enjoyment. So, bhava is becoming. That means we attach to certain existence. So, this particular attachment is called bhavasava or moral intoxicant from becoming. This is the second. The third is dittha asava. Dittha is view. Asava is again moral intoxicant. So when we enjoy the pleasure, so we always look that pleasure is pleasant, it is permanent, it is nice, it is very enjoyable. This particular view is called dittha asava. So if we find that something pleasant in that pleasure, then we want to enjoy again and again. So this particular view very strongly attached or very strongly contains. So that's called ditthasava. Then the last one is avidyasava. All of you know that avidya is ignorance. Ignorance don't allow you to see the things in reality. So avidya is that. Ignorance always covers the wisdom. So therefore, we cannot think properly, cannot see properly. Actually, the sensual pleasure are not permanent. It is anicca. If anything is anicca, subject to suffering or subject to dukkha. So, if something is not permanent and subject to suffering, not to take as mine or forever. So that is anatta. So this avidya is covering, not allowing the person to understand the real nature of three characteristics of the pleasure or whatsoever. So that is why this is called asava. So the Buddha told to the monks on that particular day, if anyone always finding the fault on others out of spite and malice, he only will grow the moral intoxicants. And he is far away from realizing the Dhamma. Therefore, brothers and sisters, out of good view or out of goodwill, we can see someone is doing something in friendly manner. We can explain that this is not good. The Buddha said this one cannot continue. If we continue, it is our own disaster. Therefore, as an intention to teach something good, we can find the fault on others and advise properly. That is good. That is good. So we also have to practice in that way, not to find the fault on others with the bad intention or with the intention accusing or abusing or disparaging them. In Buddhism, the disparaging is not supported, not allowed. The human being or other being are the same. Every of the beings, they have their own right. So we cannot go against anyone's right. So we have to live happily, and we also have to live others. We have to allow others to live happily. This is what the Buddha mentioned. Therefore, brothers and sisters, in this pandemic situation, this disaster period to the whole world, as Buddhists, we have to celebrate Vesak by following our great teacher's teaching, by practicing his Dhamma. This will be a great thing for us to do. And also not to be disappointed that we cannot celebrate the Vesak. In this manner we celebrate Vesak is very beneficial. So therefore, brothers and sisters, we all put together to overcome this worldly disaster by taking care of ourselves and also following the rules and regulations set up by the government. Follow that. So listen to that and take care of ourselves, each and everyone. So, brothers and sisters, this 2565th Vesak day be a happy day to everybody, be a pleasant day to everybody, be a good day for everyone to practice the Dhamma. May all beings be well and happy. Thank you very much.